If you had one shot, one opportunity to reclaim your glory, would you catch those fish or let it slip? Welcome to the slot. This season we have failed a lot, but those mistakes are all done. We will not stop until we've won. Welcome to the slot. I tried new lakes and that was a mistake. I need to stick to what I know and let those losses go. Today we start new, we know what to do. Start catching those fish and not stop till I'm through. Welcome to the slot. Welcome to the slot. This season we have failed a lot, but those mistakes are all done. We will not stop until we've won. Welcome to the slot. The kayak's ready, rods are all tied, and my mind is heavy with the thoughts of comebacks and cash to win. Let's hit the water and let the battle begin. Welcome to the slot. This season we have failed a lot, but those mistakes are all done. We will not stop until we've won. Welcome to the slot.
This would be my first fish, guys.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Let's stop and drift here.
Well, in true me fashion, guys, in a tournament where I'm supposed to catch the 12 to 17 inch bass, we start out with like a 4-pound 19 inch bass. That doesn't count for the tournament, but welcome to the slot. Like I said in the intro there in that little song I made, what a way to start a tournament, right? Welcome to the August Jigs Bigs Slot Series. For those of you who don't know this series, the intention is to catch as many 12 to 17 inch bass as you possibly can from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sounds easy, right? Well, as you guys just saw, for some reason, the fishing gods like to laugh at us and give us fish outside of that window more when you're doing this tournament than any other time. But that's okay. On top of it, today has started out a little bit stressful for me. I ended up leaving a little bit early to get here, do some retying, get everything rigged up, and I don't have any cell phone service whatsoever. Unfortunately, normally at this body of water, I have it at the ramp. I can kind of get little bits and pieces of service. So I ended up having to text Bobby and get the code so I could get on the water. After I did that, I hit the water, got about 20 feet offshore and realized I forgot my life jacket. Had to go back. Then just issue after issue so far this morning, but you know what? We're on the water, we're having a good day. There's probably gonna be a storm, we're probably gonna get wet, but we're gonna do our best to see if we can make a comeback, because the last 2 slot series tournaments that I participated in, I had this great idea to go fish this pond that I'd never fished before in New Hampshire and managed to only get a couple of fish. Nothing impressive, nothing even worth doing. So ultimately, I have some retribution ahead of me, and we're gonna go see if we can make our way back into the money. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. 14 inches, first fish.
Scaling the mountains, each step in time. Adventure calls, our heat is crying. I'm at the top.
All right, guys, 15.5. Fish number 2.
My heart beats fast, my soul soars free. The mountains calling out to me.
All right, guys, 14.25. Another fish. That one right there was actually on the swim jig. That is my go-to break glass in case of emergency bait, especially in the situation that I'm in. I got pouring down rain, and I'm fishing an area that is so covered in milfoil that it is impossible to pedal through. So I opted to head back down. I went deeper on the deeper side and opted to just cast into the grass and work it back towards the boat instead of doing the fight through the grass to fish shallow. So that's what we're doing right now, is we're working our way back through. We're getting a few hits here or there, but we're going to work our way back into the area where we started, where there's a little bit less grass to contend with. We also have service up here. So as soon as my phone has got something that resembles something being dry, we're going to submit this fish. We're going to check our standings right now. We're at 10:30, got a lot of tournament left, but I'm just kind of curious as to where I'm at. In second place, but that is nothing. I don't really even, to be honest, I don't even think of that as a good thing, because we're still so early. And I know in past tournaments we've needed over 200 inches to be able to get beyond what we're doing. So I do not see that being even close to a viable score to do anything with. But that being said, second place is a lot better than what I've done in past events, where recently I haven't even been able to break the top 5. So we're gonna keep fishing. I'm gonna dig through this bag and replace this paddle tail in this bait, and we're gonna see if we can get some more of them.
I face the challenges one by one.
All right, guys, 12.25.
Push past the pain until it's done. I feel the power of nature's
12.5.
soul. I am fearless, I am bold.
12.75.
Adventure calls, our heat is crying. I'm at the top, reach for the sky. My heart beats fast, my soul soars free. The mountains calling out to me.
That one might be too big. He's probably 17 or 18 inches, but we're gonna still measure him just in case. Ooh, ooh. He is just barely 17, guys. Perfect fish. Perfect fish. So he is the exact perfect fish, guys. 17 inches even, right at the edge of the slot.
All right, so I don't know if this is a midday or it's almost 1 o'clock. The tournament goes till 4, so we'll call it midday check-in. Right now, we're sitting at 123 inches. Really, really good number to be at, but most of these tournaments are won by over 200. So I definitely got a lot more work to do in that last 3 hours. What we're doing is pretty simple. The strategy has been wacky rig, throwing it at rock piles, throwing it at docks, anything on shore that's structured. They are hitting the square bill a little bit here or there, but to be honest, most of the square bill fish I've either caught and or hooked and lost. Got them close to the boat. They weren't even big enough to really count, so I'm not super disappointed about those losses. But the trick is, we have a dilemma that I have to figure out. The rain is just unrelenting. It is just keeping me completely soaking wet, and my phone at this point has water underneath the screen protector, so I need to get something dry to be able to clean my screen off, because I'm at the point now where I don't have anything that's accessible short of taking my coat off and then rubbing my phone on my chest inside to be able to get my phone dry enough to interact with the touchscreen. So what we're doing is we're actually kind of coasting. I don't want to waste time, so we're going to coast into the shoreline. We're going to fish this bank all the way to the beach. I'm going to run over to my truck really quickly, grab some drier clothes and some other stuff, and first we're going to, that fish let me go. He spit it back out, probably a little guy. Anyways, we're going to go to the truck, get some sort of rags or clothes or something that I can use to clean my phone off. And also, I need to get my beef jerky because I forgot my snacks. So I have been all day on basically a Cliff Bar, and I need some food in my system. So that's our plan. Fish down to the bank, see if we can get on a few more fish. I think I got one on right here. Nope, I don't. Okay. And then go get a snack.
Binya worked his way slowly down the shoreline, managing to get 3 more fish before heading to the shore to swap out his soaked rain jacket, get some rags to keep his phone dry, and most importantly, get his bag of beef jerky.
All right, snacks acquired, heading back out. Got some paper towel to clean up my phone when I need it. And now we're paddling back out. This body of water is so shallow that I can't drop my drive until I get well out into this body of water. So got a little bit of paddling to do, but just checking in, guys. I tried to see if I had service, but still no service. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna try the opposite side of the shoreline. So we're gonna do the opposite shoreline of where I've been catching for a couple reasons. One, sometimes I have cell phone service on that side versus this side. So I'm kind of hoping I can find some cell phone service, but also I fished that other shoreline pretty hard. So I'm gonna go up this shoreline to see if I can get on some more little fish that haven't been beat up yet, that haven't, seen me come through 3 times now, to try to capitalize on getting a few more little ones. I don't really care necessarily about getting big fish in this tournament. It's really just about getting little fish in numbers. Finding those big pockets of little 12 inchers is going to be way more beneficial than running across one little 16 or 17 every hour, because I've only got a few hours left. So now it's really time to pile on, because I do have up until 4, and then there's actually a window of submission post tournament from 4 to 5. I'm able to submit the fish after the tournament is over. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if my plan pays off or if I'm wasting my time going to the opposite side. Wow, there's 3 other bass with them. Okay.
Get in that net, bud. That was crazy. 3 other fish came out with him, guys, so that's a good sign. And maybe switching sides was a good move, because 3 other bass chased him out from that boat. So let's get him measured. 14, we're just gonna call it 14 even to be safe. 14 inches even, guys. Another one. 13 inches, guys.
Hello?
What's up?
How are you doing?
How are you doing? I just put my 4th fish in.
Nice.
I'm right behind you. I got,
I have 150 inches. I just can't get them submitted yet.
oh, okay, all right.
I'm literally pedaling to the middle of the lake in a spot where I found this service that I submitted those at
Yep.
to check where I was at.
Yeah, so yeah, you must be up at the top because Cherry House hadn't broken 100 yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, last I checked.
Dude, that's the thing. I can't see. It's fucking, this is the weirdest lake ever because I can make phone calls and text messages, but I can't load apps.
That is fucking weird.
And I figured out what it is apparently Samsung has some satellite uplink thing
Yeah.
that allows you to like, I think it's emergency. Like
Yeah.
idea is that, you can call for safety or whatever. Yeah, I'm at 150.5.
Yeah, you've got to be in first place over Jerry.
That's crazy.
Because I think, last I checked, he was at like 96 or 97.
Okay.
But I was at 50 or 60 something. I want to say I was right around 60.
Oh, really? Dude, you know what I started with? A 4.5 pound 19 incher.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I took a picture and I actually honestly almost submitted it just to be funny. Yeah. There's one. There's one on a spinnerbait, baby. I knew this spinnerbait was going to come in handy. I knew it. I had a feeling that was going to be a bait that was going to come in big for me. And boy, oh boy, has it. This fish right here isn't going to put me in first, but it's definitely going to get me significantly closer. 14.75. B12. You might be. All right, guys, here's another fish. 12.25. Wow, that's a big fish, I think. I think he might be too big. That's a big bass. That's a freaking big bass. Come on. Come on, I need you in my net. Oh, you might be under the slot. You might be in there. Oh, yeah. Gotta get that picture. Gotta get that picture real fast. He's in the slot, guys. That's a big fish. Texas rig, baby. All right. Let's get that net out of the way. He's 14 and a quarter. 14 and a quarter with 5 minutes left. Yeah! All right, that's it. I'm actually back home, sitting in the driveway. Completed the long drive. The results are unofficial right now, but I'm gonna show you guys the scores right here. So I took first place, won by about
20-ish inches. And the thing about that is I caught those fish in the last like 15 minutes. So I caught one about 15 of, and then I caught one with about 8 minutes left. So that last minute antics, just putting in that extra effort and fishing till the buzzer, is really what got me over the top and secured my win in the slot series for August. So this month has been really good to me. I went from basically being 4th and 5th all season to winning the slot series and taking 2nd in my Slay Nation in August. So that's been a good month for me for tournaments. I want to give you guys some information that made it this far on what I caught the fish on today. Trying to do this a little bit more. So most of my fish were caught on a reaction tackle, weedless wacky hook, using a Berkley Max Scent General, the 5-inch in June bug. Most of the fish, I'm going to say 75% of the fish were caught on that. I did catch fish on a bait I've been playing around with, and it is a bait I'm going to be doing a future video on. You guys may have already seen it, but it is the Battle Baits Minigun. This is a spinner bait, but it's so compact. It's a sweet setup. You guys got to check this thing out. It's a 1/2 ounce bait, and it has like a 3/0 hook. It's so compact. It fishes awesome. And I'm actually pairing that with a newt bait, NEWT, that I make myself. I pour it using my Do It molds. So it's kind of cool. I have my own trailer for that, and that has been working for me really, really well recently. It's the first spinnerbait I've ever caught fish on, let alone entered a fish in a tournament on. So that's something that I'm going to highly recommend checking those out. And I will say their stock is a lot of times low, so you do have to hit their site frequently. But I'm telling you, get that bluegill minigun and you'll thank me later. The only other fish thing I caught was black blue swim jig. Go figure, right? Reaction tackle, 1/2 ounce tungsten black blue swim jig paired up with my little paddle tail that I pour the black and green, and that's what I caught all my fish on today. But yeah, I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna get inside and actually get this video edited. So I want to thank you guys for coming along with me. I really appreciate you taking time to watch this video. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, let's get out there and catch more fish.